Hi everyone, my name is Simi and I'm a part of Networth Immigration Solutions. Today we have Mr. Vishal who is RCIC licensed, and today we're going to discuss about a very major milestone, important topic of everybody's life, whoever comes in on study permits. So I'm just going to ask him how he is doing today.
I'm good, I'm doing fine.
You're doing good?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
So today I'm going to ask you a lot of questions because it's a major milestone in everybody's life. It's related to permanent residency,
Right.
and it's gonna be a OINP skill trade class. There are a lot of other classes I'm gonna ask you about,
Right.
but today we're gonna discuss this. But
Yes.
may I ask you, what are the other classes?
Basically, yes, students who are coming to Canada, they're looking for permanent residency options. So express entry is one way of getting it.
Yes.
The other options are provincial nominee programs. So as you said, today we're going to discuss about Ontario Immigration Nominee Program.
Yeah.
Now there are a lot of classes under which a student can qualify. My focus will be more towards students when we're talking about ONP. Although there are also options for foreign worker under the same stream.
Yes.
So, but the major stream under which students qualify, one of them is the human capital poetry stream.
Yeah.
The second one is the master's stream.
Okay.
Somebody who has done a master's from Ontario, or there's a separate class for PhD. That's a different stream under Ontario Immigration.
And it should be done in Ontario?
Yeah, it has to be.
Okay.
We're talking about people who finish up their education in Ontario, right?
Okay.
And the other options we have is skill trade class team, which we're going to discuss in detail today, because that was just launched last year, and it is doing good for the international student, because the requirements for that stream is comparatively easier as compared to express entry.
Okay. So yes, because a lot of students, they don't qualify for express entry, so OINP is a very good stream.
Right.
And I just want to ask him about this, that how a student or a client get to know that they have got the nominated for OINP?
See, basically, first of all, you need to meet the minimum eligibility requirement to qualify for Ontario Immigration Skill Trade class.
Okay.
I'm just going to go through a bit of requirements, what basically client need to have.
Sure.
First of all, they need to qualify under express entry.
Okay.
And under express entry, they have to qualify under Canadian experience class. So that is the first major requirement they need to meet, right? So if to just elaborate it further, for Canadian experience class, you need 1 year of experience.
Okay.
But now, as we are now talking about Ontario immigration nominee, so it has to be within Ontario.
Okay.
And it has to be in the last, so there's no, in the last 2 years, you should have at least 1 year of experience
Okay.
under that skill trade stream. If you have that experience, you can qualify. The IELTS requirement is very low.
Okay.
Like even with CLB 5, you can qualify for the skill trade class.
Oh wow.
Another benefit is if you are even a high school passer, not a graduate,
Wow.
again you qualify under this stream. You don't need to score above 400 points. The last draw which came was on 21st of April.
Okay.
The Ontario immigration normally they take out draw. Normally it happens 2-3 times in a year. The last draw was on 21st of March, and that was only for the point of 371.
371.
Yes.
Wow.
So like the express entry is 452. But if you have experience in this particular skill trade class stream, even with 371, our two clients got an invitation on 21st of March, right?
Okay.
So this stream is extremely doing well for
Even
all
you
the
had
clients.
a 12th grade.
Yes,
Wow.
even if you are 12th grade.
Okay, so this is a part of experience for the nomination.
Yeah.
Other relevant points I would like to ask you about the ECA and the work experience. How much?
Okay, as I said, you need to qualify the experience class, Canadian experience class. That is the initial first requirement. So that means you can have a 1 year experience.
Okay.
Basically, a 1 year experience. It can be a cumulative experience, not like continuous experience. For
It
example,
can be cumulative.
Cumulative, yes.
Okay.
It has to be cumulative, but in the last 2 years, if you have 1 year of cumulative experience,
Wow.
in particular trade class. Now, again, trade class means it's not like it's open to all the NOC knock levels. There are particular groups.
Okay.
There is a minor group and 3 major groups under which if you have got your experience. So they are specific trade, right? It's not
Okay.
like anybody doing experience in any knock will qualify.
Definitely,
So
yes.
if you have worked in that certain trade for a year,
Okay.
that makes you qualify for Canadian experience class, skill trade class.
Okay. So these are the work experiences. Work experiences for 1 year, you said.
Yeah.
Only if they fall under that particular trade category.
Yes.
Okay. The next question I want to ask about the IELTS requirements.
Oh, as I said you earlier, IELTS requirement is low. Only CLB 5 is required. They need to have their ECA, which is education credential evaluation, still need to be done, because first of all they need to be into the pool. So the client, first of all, if they have got a trade experience or not, they need to first create their profile under Express Entry, because this stream is linked to Express Entry.
Yes.
So once you get an invitation to apply, you have 45 days to submit your application.
Okay.
Once you submit it, and if it get approved, you get 600 points under OINP program, right? Which obviously makes you qualify high enough in Express Entry too. And the visa processing is very quick, very quick. The ONP get processed in a couple of months,
Okay.
and then the Express Entry within 4, 5, 6 months. So
6
whole
months,
process
yes.
takes around 6 to 8 months on an average time.
Okay. So this is like all the educational and work experience requirements. You also mentioned that there are certain trade
Yes.
comes under this. I have a question that what knock levels should be under this?
See, most of if you talk about NOC, they all are under NOC OAB, one of them, but they are different trades, as I said.
Okay.
So it has to be certain trade under which they qualify. There's no skilled craft trade which is under NOC CD, which
Okay.
qualifies under this
Definitely,
category.
yes.
It has to be OAB, but as I said, they are major group, minor groups. There are 4 groups under which you have to qualify. They are given online.
Okay.
I cannot discuss them over here because it's a long
Definitely,
list,
it's a long
right?
list.
So they are the long list. If you think you're working under that class, then definitely you should apply. This is the very best option for those students.
But definitely our clients can give us a call and they are.
Oh yeah, definitely. If they need to,
they're,
yes,
no.
they can come and visit us. We can give them more information. If they have just got their work permit and they're searching for job, if they are able to find a job in particular those skilled trade class list,
Okay.
then definitely after 1 year they will qualify for permanent
Yeah.
residence.
So you can give us a call if you are thinking that this matches your qualification and experiences, and you can get information if your knock is matching with the ONP trades or not. The other question I just want to ask Mr. Vishal, and as the CLB requirements low, ECA is obviously there, requirements is for work experiences less. If there any certificate of confirmation or any licensing is required?
Under those trades, there are only compulsory trade under which you need a license.
Okay.
Which is, for example, a gas fitter is one of the trade, but that need a license here, right? But
Yes.
there's a lot of other, say, telecommunication repair, like people who are working with Rogers and Bell, right?
Yes.
They are qualifying under this trade. They don't need any license.
Okay.
As far as they've been hired by any of these companies and they are meeting all the previous requirement we discussed, they qualify under skilled trade.
So basically, if it's a compulsory trade, then they require the license.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah,
not.
they don't.
Not in all the knocks. Okay. So application cost you have mentioned. What are the processing time and the cost? If you can
Cost
just
is
tell us.
only $1,500, the Ontario Immigration Nominee Program cost.
Okay.
And the duration, as I said, once you get an invitation to apply under the stream, 2 months for the approval,
Okay.
and then Express Entry takes another 6 months. So 6 to 8 months, you can easily get your permanent residency.
Okay. So I guess we have provided a lot of information regarding ONP skill trade class today. If it matches your experience and your structure of your career, then you can definitely contact us and get more information regarding this. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.